Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jody here. I know it's been a little while. The month of April ended up getting super crazy for me on a lot of levels, and so I apologize for missing out on my channel, but I'm back, so that's all that really matters is I'm back. And today I want to kind of get into how I feel and how I've noticed I feel when I miss taking testosterone for multiple days. And so I want to give everyone a quick rundown that hasn't seen my video on how I take my testosterone. And if you've seen that, I apologize for the repeat. And for those that haven't seen it, go check it out. It's really cool. And I do my tea actually in the video so you can see how I do that. And I answer some questions in some of the comments. So I do my testosterone daily. I do 1 cc and I do it via cream. And so I can either put it on my forearm or my inner thigh, which is the reason being is because that is the thinnest skin on our bodies. And so as the cream is drying on my body, the testosterone soaks into my skin, and then it just kind of does its thing once it soaks into my skin. I don't do it on my forearm because I was really worried about touching people and impacting people way too much. It was a bigger stress than anything to do it there. So I only do it on my legs, and I do it at night, so then that way I can minimize contact with people and minimize it being wiped off on clothing if I sweat, just in case. I just minimize all problems here. And so anyway, so about a year ago, I forgot to take my tea, and I wasn't sure how long I didn't take it, and I'm still not really sure. I want to say almost a week. I think I took it like twice out of an entire 7-day period, and what I noticed is that I was just mentally drained. I didn't feel like doing anything. I was exhausted all the time, and I just wasn't in a good place. I was just like blah, and then I was getting kind of annoyed really easily with like my friends and my family, and it was just really frustrating, and I just couldn't figure out why. And not taking my tea was literally the last thing on my mind. I have no idea why, but it was. And then when I noticed that I was feeling kind of like blah, the next day or two, I noticed that I was starting to get cramps one day when I was at work, and I thought it was just because I hadn't ate and that I wasn't really drinking a lot of water. So then I did all of that, and I was still having like these cramps. So then I was like, okay, these feel more like menstrual cramps that I used to get a little bit off and on. And then I was like, no way, this isn't happening to me. And then actually, like a couple hours later, when I went to the bathroom, I was actually spotting. Like, I had actually started spotting blood. Like, my body was literally trying to start having a period, and I started having a mental breakdown and freak out session at work while trying to keep it together because there was nobody that could come help me. There was nothing that I could do, really, at that moment. And I was like, oh my god, when was the last time I took my tea? Has it really been this long? And I literally was like that. I was running around with the chicken with my head off in my mind. I wasn't actually doing this. And it was just really, really bad, and I just felt like so crazy. Like, I literally made myself go crazy. And so, and then I never missed a day. I never missed any time after that. And then the last couple of days, the last time I took tea was on Monday, and then I skipped a couple of days, so I didn't take tea until Thursday morning. And at that point, I remembered how I felt when I hadn't taken tea a year ago, and I was feeling sick, and then I kind of over being sick. I had like, a sore throat and some stuffy nose, and that's pretty much cleared up, and I don't have allergies, so I know that that's not a thing for me. And I was just feeling really tired the last like couple of days, and I couldn't figure out why. I was lacking motivation, and then remembering how I felt last summer, I was like, holy shit, when was the last time I took my tea? And it's been a couple of days, so I need to get on that. So, needless to say, that has happened, and I know that we all promised, and I promised myself this, that I was never going to miss my tea, and it was always going to be a religious thing, but it's, life happens, and once you get some of the desired secondary characteristics, like body hair, facial hair, body fat distribution, your voice dropping, stuff like that, it happens. And, I'm always hard on myself, and I wasn't as hard on myself this time around because I'm like, what are you going to do? You just got to kind of pick up where you left off. Now, with shots and pills and stuff like that, that's all going to be different. Just make sure you don't miss the next time around and stuff like that. And put reminders in your phone. Where I take it daily, I shouldn't have any problems with it, but I kind of forget. I go to sleep, and then I don't do it in the morning because I'm like, oh, I'll do it at night. And that just becomes like this vicious cycle. So, if you guys have any similar stories or experiences or any different experiences, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, your perspectives on what's happened to you if you've missed T at any point in time in your transition, or even if you've missed your estrogen shot, or however you take that. Either way, you know, I just want to hear everyone's stories, because I think that this could be really interesting to see if we share similar experiences with our bodies and how we feel. And I think that sometimes missing our T can have a bigger impact on people's mental state than anything else. And so, like, where I thought I was literally going crazy, and I kind of was. So I'm going to end the video here. But as I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time, all right? Peace.